can't let the enemy's progress dissuade us from our task. We must defend our freedom and our right to be independent. Strike now and strike hard. You may delay, but time will not.
I'd like to have a chat. Let's talk about government, shall we? Or more specifically, your government, dear America.
The Enclave to forgive.
The Enclave is your sister, your aunt, your friend, your neighbor. And well, yes, the Enclave is me as well. As your president, it is my responsibility to preside over our great democracy. So, as your... Sweet America, hello again. This is
Men,
President...
we can't let the enemy's progress dissuade us from our task. We must defend our freedom and our right to be independent. Strike now and strike hard. You may delay, but time will not.
The Enclave...
Lower your weapon.
The
and
Enclave...
submit.
Your friend, your neighbor. And well, yes, the Enclave is me as well. As your president, it is my responsibility to preside over our great democracy. So, as your soul of the Enclave, that is to say, I am the voice, heart, and soul of America. But only together. Together, we hope to reach our full potential. We were before the war. Whole. Power. One Enclave. One America. Now.
I'm not...
And forever. Return this country to greatness. All you need is a little Till next time, this is your president, John Henry Eaton, signing off.
This area clear. Proceeding with search protocol.
Kill that son of a bitch! Just getting warmed up. Hooah!
Hello again, America the Magnificent. This is President, and I was hoping. I've been thinking quite a bit lately about something all related to something that is unquestionably,
Proceeding with search
inescapably
protocol.
American. I am referring, of course, to our great national pastime, baseball. Or so it had been. That's right, America. Before we were devastated by atomic war, each state had its own professional baseball team. Imagine a perfect, cloudless day. The sun is warm and welcoming. And on the horizon, they
Don't be
appear
alarmed.
like knights of yore, armed with back and hickory.
Just the
Their
way.
name, the Capitol Congressman. Their purpose, make you hear
I tried to show you that I find you. It's just the way I've been programmed.
if only for an hour.
Don't be alarmed if I try to show you. It's just the way I've been programmed.
What if they could
Eventually,
peaceful Pennsylvania or Maryland. Put your faith in John Henry Eden, great America, and baseball will live again. Comfort, recreation, healthy competition, all will live. This country will live again.
Don't be alarmed if I try to kill you when I find you. It's just the way I've been programmed.
The Enclave is working tirelessly to rebuild.
Don't be alarmed if I try to kill you when I find you. It's just the way I've been programmed. I'll miss you.
Scanning for hostiles. This area clear. Proceeding with search protocol. Scanning for hostiles.
We cannot allow the enemy to penetrate our defenses any deeper. Old Glory must not be stained with the blood of tyranny. The enemy will be here soon. You must defend your leader. Remember, our cause is noble. It is the cause of
Hello, my
mankind.
beautiful America. This is President Eden. This is Capitol. Did you know there are those amongst us who would shatter our hopes for peace, order, and security? These radical malcontents don't care about you. They don't care about America. All they care about is fulfilling their own selfish desires. Shall we? There are, of course, the raiders, those anarchistic ruffians who roam the wastes, preying on any and all stealing murder. The so-called brotherhood beef by their pseudo-United nonsense or supposed connections to the United States Army. These power-armed Boy Scouts are nothing more than common criminals with access to some antiquated technology. Criminals who have the audacity to claim this country's military installation as a personal courthouse. And
Proceeding
don't
with
fool
search
America.
protocol.
Those who have left the Brotherhood of Steel, branded outcasts, are just as dangerous.
Ты
Even more so,
лучший
being
нахуй.
in exile.
Как
And what
же
about the
жестко
slaves in paradise?
разъебал
Open
трех
and
роботов
identify
за
Great
10
ghouls
минут.
of Underworld.
Law-abiding
And
citizens
last but not
Продолжай
least,
to
так
the
же
hideously mutated
дисциплинированно
super-mutants
ебать.
that have completely
for
overrun the
hostiles.
entire downtown DC area.
Хуй.
Lawlessness,
This
terror,
area
murder.
clear.
They're all around us, I
Proceeding
know.
with
I
search.
know. But not for long, sweet America. Not for long. Oh, no. The Enclave will restore peace, order, and prosperity to this great nation. And those who oppose us will be removed forever. We've got a part now, you and I. But don't be sad, America. The Enclave is working tirelessly to rebuild this great nation, so you don't have to. Until we meet again, this is President Eden signing off.
LD incoming maggots.
just...
This is Enclave
Come out
Radio
where I
with
can
your
Just
see you.
weakness leaving the body.
President John Henry.
I can actually...
Box me up and ship me home.
Why don't you just come out where I can see you? There you are. Were you trying to hide from me? Tisk tisk.
The enemy is...
You've breached our defenses, evaded our best soldiers, and you've raided my home. But I have not yet begun to fight. I cannot allow you to steal our freedom. The Declaration must remain here. It is our symbol of hope, the one thing that cries out, we are a free nation.
And now, one of my inspirational quotes from the mouth of your president, John Henry Eaton, straight to your heart. Commerce with all nations, alliance with none, should be our motto. Greetings again, sweet America. This is President John Henry Eaton, and I'd like to chat...
Why, I am Button Gwinnett, second signer of the Declaration of Independence and distinguished representative from Georgia.
I had the best friend...
I know your fighting prowess far exceeds my own, but I will still duel you to the death if I must. What will it be then? Rapiers? Pistols at dawn? Out with it!
carefree, courageous, irresponsible, and completely inseparable. Was, for a little boy...
This is no mere scrap of paper, madam. This is the doctrine laid down by my fellow members of the Second Continental Congress.
How many
It absolves us of the tyranny of King George III of Great Britain. It is perhaps the greatest symbol of this free nation.
truly can we? Well, we both know the answer, don't we?
Broken promises and deceit may be the way of Great Britain's crown, but I will not succumb to such tomfoolery. Since it appears you wish to resolve this without bloodshed, may I suggest you stand down and surrender?
Right.
I can promise that you will be treated well, in a manner accustomed to any member of the Royal Army.
Enclave will restore every American school, reinstate every youth program.
Very well, but any attempt to take the Declaration of Independence will be considered an act of war.
Match up the destitute, orphan children of the capital wasteland with qualified, eligible adults. We will rebuild the American family as it was meant to be. Values of our past shall be the foundation of our future. But for now, my America, we must part. Restoring the greatest country in the world to its former glory, well, that takes time, even for the Enclave. Till next time, this is President Eaton, signing off. And now, one of my inspirational quotes from the mouth of your friend.
If you have something to say, be quick about it or be gone.
Old minds are like old horses.
I've been patient and I've spoken to you. But if all you understand is violence, then let justice be done, and let the Almighty decide the rightful winner.
This is your president, John Henry Eaton. Let's chat, shall we? Let's talk about government, shall we? Or more specifically, your government, dear America. The Enclave. Just who is the Enclave? Why, now that's simple. The Enclave is you, America. The Enclave is your sister, your aunt, your friend, your neighbor. And well, yes, the Enclave is me as well. As your president, it is my responsibility to preside over our great democracy. So, I am the voice, I am the heart and soul of the Enclave. That is to say, I am the voice, heart, and soul of America. But only together, can we hope to reach our full potential. The way we were before the war. Whole, beautiful, powerful. One Enclave, one America, now, and forever. But for now, my America, we must part. Restoring the greatest country in the world to its former glory, well, that takes time, even for the ugly. Next time, this is President Eden signing off.
How's Underworld been treating you so far, Smooth Skin? And not a moment too soon. For every 5 bits of scrap metal you give me, I'll give you a stim pack, some Radaway. How's Underworld been treating you? And not a moment.
And now, one of my inspirational quotes from the mouth of your president, John Henry Eden, straight to your heart. A good leader can't get too far ahead of his followers.
I'm on duty. Make it quick. Don't you believe the rumors? His ghost is certainly not haunting the bow of this ship. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have work to do.
Any trouble in this area?
This deck is as good as it's gonna get today.
Hello, my beautiful America. This is President
I do the repairs
Eden.
around here, so if you see
Time
something that
we
needs
have
fixing,
gone.
let me know.
We live in an age of poverty, greed, violence, destruction. Indeed, the very seat of the federal government, Washington, D.C., has been reduced to what is now known as the Capital Wasteland. The Capital Wasteland. How did it come to this, America? How did your leaders allow the most powerful nation on Earth to die? The answer is really quite simple. Incompetence. Incompetence at the highest echelons of power. We put our trust, our faith, in half-wits. Our intrepid leaders had everything they wanted. Power, wealth, prestige. And it made them lazy, America. Oh, yes, and laziness breeds stupidity. Rest assured, I will not make the mistakes of my predecessors. When John Henry Eden builds a country, he builds
to have
it
you
to
back.
last. The American
I can't wait to add the Declaration to the Society's collection.
deserve that. Don't you deserve
Please ask them.
free of
After all,
war,
knowledge is
fear,
power.
and terrible uncertainty? Of course you do. As President of the United States,
Certain information came to light. I paid a fortune in caps to obtain it. There really isn't much more to it.
Until we have what we deserve. A place.
On July the 4th in 1776, a group calling themselves the Second Judgmental Congress got together at Fort McHenry in Maryland. After a ceremony which ended with Paul Revere singing the famous battle hymn known as the National Anthem, the document was signed. From there, it was sent to England by plane, presumably, and presented to King George himself. Thus began the Evolutionary War. Certainly. Oh, my lord, I never I am utterly shocked. You have earned your place in the annals of American history. Yes, indeed. You will be remembered for this great day. I understand the road was difficult, so allow me to present you with an extra bonus to perhaps whet your appetite for future endeavors. Enjoy your reward, my friend. You've earned it.
This is President Eden, and you're listening to Enclave Radio, the voice of America.
Any trouble in this area?
Hey. Want to do some buff out? Maybe a little psycho?
If we don't get fresh water soon, we'll all end up like her.
Don't even think of breaking into that.
Sweet America, hello again?
I'm Brock, the bouncer. I take care of the troublemakers. You aren't going to be a troublemaker, are you?
There are those amongst us who would shatter our
Starting fights, breaking stuff, stealing? I think I'll keep a close eye on you.
you. They don't care about America. All they care about is fulfilling their own selfish desires. Let's take a tally of these agitators, shall we? There are, of course, the raiders. Those anarchistic ruffians who roam the wastes.
Time to get out.
Preying on any and all stealing, murdering. The so-called Brotherhood of
You're a new one. I'm Belle Bonnie of the Muddy Rudder. Make it quick. You must be drunk. Are you gonna order or what?
These power-armored Boy Scouts are nothing more than common criminals.
What a moron. Always going on about how he started Rivet City. Who gives a crap? Right before he disappeared, he was going on about some newfangled contraption he was sure was in the broken bow of the ship.
As their own personal clubhouse. And don't be fooled, America. Those who have left the Brotherhood of Steel,
What'll you have?
outcasts, are just as dangerous. Even more so, being in exile. And what about the slavers of Paradise Falls? The frighteningly irradiated ghouls of Underworld. And last but not least, the hideously mutated super mutants that have completely overrun the entire downtown DC area. Lawlessness, terror, murder. They're all around us. I know. But not for long, sweet America. Not for long. Oh, no. The Enclave will restore peace, order, and prosperity to this great nation. And those who oppose us will be removed forever. And now, dearest America, we must say farewell. For there is much work to be done, and the Enclave never rests. Never. Until we meet again, this is President Eden signing off. I'm President John Henry Eden, and you're listening to Enclave Radio, the voice of warmth and reason in this cold, unreasonable world. And now, one of my inspirational quotes from the mouth of your president, John Henry Eden, straight to your heart. Everybody likes a compliment.
Thanks.
Any trouble in this area? Any trouble in this area?
I'm Janice Kaplinsky, Chief Botanist. What do you need? I did see a man talking to Dr. Lee, but I really shouldn't be discussing it. She's already in a bad mood. I'd hate to make it worse. You should probably just talk to her.
Greetings again,
Any
sweet
trouble in
America.
this area?
This is President John Henry Eden, and I'd like to chat if you've got a moment. It's time we discuss something rather important. The issue at hand is, well, my presidency. The question has been raised, I know, as to just how I came to be elected to this most illustrious office. Or whether or not I had been elected at all. To that I must answer, of course. Of course I was elected, sweet America. Of course. Isn't the right to vote the very foundation of a democracy?
Decided to check out the
In the interest of national security, I'm not at liberty to discuss the details of the election. You understand? But rest assured, I am your president.
Need to do so.
Because the appropriate people great nation decided I should be. I am your duly elected representative. Of course, when the time comes, when my term is up, America will be free to elect a new president. And that person will have our full faith and confidence and carry our collective values forward into the future. Democracy, dear America. Democracy now and forever. But for now, my America, we must part. Restoring the greatest country in the world to its former glory, well, that takes time, even for the Enclave. Till we meet again.
Give me a shout if you need anything.
Signing off.
Yes, that's locked. And yes, I can see you eyeing it. Made up your mind? No problem at all.
You're listening to Enclave Radio. I'm John Henry Eden, President of the Enclave, President of America, President of your heart.
Made up your mind? Another satisfying.
Yeah, I heard she was drinking river water.
Our ship's water isn't much better. We don't get...
And now, one of my inspirational quotes from the mouth of your
Fresh water
president,
soon will all
John
look like...
Henry Eden, straight to your heart. Do not bite at the bait of pleasure till you know there is no hook beneath it. Greetings.
I'm looking for
dearest
troublemakers. Have you
This
seen
is
any?
your president,
Hey.
John Henry Eden. Let's chat, shall we? Let's talk about government, shall we? Or more specifically, your government. is your sister, your aunt, your friend, your neighbor. Yes? Enclave is me. As your president, it is my responsibility to preside over our great democracy. So, as your president, I am the voice, I am the heart and soul of the Enclave. That is to say, I am the voice, heart, and soul of America. But only together. Together can we hope to reach our full potential, the way we were before the war. Whole, beautiful. One Enclave, one America, now and forever. So remember, America, the Enclave is working around the clock to return this country to greatness. All you need is a little patience, a little faith. When we meet again, this is John Henry signing off.
new memories and replaced his old ones. Don't believe anyone's done that before. Certainly not down here. That Commonwealth tech isn't all that fancy when it comes down to it. I'm also the only one in the wasteland with the skill and the nerve to perform facial surgery. That android flesh ain't so different than ours. You want proof? I documented the whole thing, so I could rub it in the face of Dr. Lee when I need to rankle her feathers. I hate that snooty bitch. You're damn right she's a bitch. Ruined my whole goddamn life. But I can see you don't give a crap about any of that. Fine. It's all in my computer. Here's the password. See for yourself. Hell, just take these pictures and this holotape. Straight from the synth man's lips. Just don't go telling Harkness, though. He won't believe you anyway. And you really don't want to see him upset. He can be a bit inhospitable. Oh, all right. So maybe I didn't wipe his mind like he asked, but I buried it deep. Almost as good, really. But it's still there. Still accessible. All you need to do is use the recall code. Just say to him, activate A321 recall code Violet, and that will activate the hidden subroutines. And how? I am the only one in all of the wasteland with the skill and the guts to perform facial reconstruction, you know. Look, you're different from all those other jerk-offs, so I'll make you a deal. You want a little nip-tuck here and there? I'll do it for you. I'll get to hone my skill, and you'll get the best surgeon around. The likelihood of death by infection at my hands is only 35%, let's say. So, what do you want to look like?
That is unquestionably, inescapably American. I am referring, of course, to our
Thanks.
great national pastime, baseball.
Ha! Why do you think? I wanted to crack open that Commonwealth can opener to see what was inside. There's stuff in there I'd only heard about, and even then I didn't believe it. I can see why that Zimmer feller wanted him back so bad. Most of it's blasted nothing, just like here. But there's talk, rumors mostly, about a place called the Institute. That's where Zimmer and that android came from. God knows what else they got going on in there, but it puts our tech to shame, that's for damn sure. Don't let your guard down.
If only for an afternoon. Now, ask yourself this. What if the Capitol Congressman could live again? What if they could compete with baseball teams from Pennsylvania or Maryland? Put your faith in John Henry Eden, great America, and baseball will live again. Comfort, recreation, healthy competition.
Good to see you.
Will live again. This country will live again. And now, dearest America, we must say farewell. For there is much work to be done, and the Enclave never rests. Never. Until we meet again, this is President Eden signing off. This is Enclave Radio with your host, me, President John Henry Eden.
Yeah? You need something?
Any luck finding out how Rivet City got started? Aha! Not just as easy as asking around, was it? Good information takes real work to uncover after all. So, tell me all about it.
Hello again, America the Magnificent. This is President Eaton, and I was hoping we could talk. It's time we discuss
Well,
something.
this data looks legitimate. An outgrowth of a science station, huh? Just goes to show what I always say about
people under our system, like the king in a monarchy, never dies.
You die now, human!
Sweet America, hello again. This is President. I'd like to have a chat. Did you know there are those amongst us who would shut up for peace or these radical malcontents don't care about you. They don't care about America. All they care about is fulfilling their own self-interest. Let's take a tally of these adjectives. There are, of course, those anarchistic ruffians who roam the wastes, preying on any and all, stealing, murdering. These by their pseudo-knowledge or supposed connections to the United States Army. These power-armored Boy Scouts are nothing more than common criminals with access to some antiquated technology. Criminals who have had the audacity to claim this country's most important military installation, the Pentagon, as their own personal clubhouse. And don't be fooled, America. Those who have left the Brotherhood of Steel, branded outcasts, are just as dangerous, even more so being in exile. And what about the slavers of Paradise Falls? The frighteningly irradiated ghouls of Underworld. And last but not least, the hideously mutated super mutants that have completely overrun the entire downtown DC area. Lawlessness, terror, murder, they're all around us. I know. But not for long, sweet America. Not for long. Oh, no. The Enclave will restore peace, order, and prosperity to this great nation. And those who oppose us will be removed forever. For now, my America, we must part. Restoring the greatest country in the world to its former glory, well, that takes time. Even for the Enclave. Until next time, this is President Eden, signing off. You're listening to Enclave Radio. I'm John Henry Eden, President of the Enclave, President of America, President of your heart. And now, one of my inspirational quotes from the mouth of your President, John Henry Eden, straight to your heart. Happiness lies in the joy of achievement and the thrill of creative effort.
Commence attack on hostile. Target.
Hello again, America the Magnificent. This is President Eden, and I was hoping we could talk. We live in an age of poverty, greed, violence, destruction. Indeed, the very seat of the federal government, Washington, D.C., has been reduced to what is now known as the Capital Wasteland. The Capital Wasteland. How did it come to this, America? How did your leaders allow the most powerful nation on Earth to die? The answer is incompetence. Incompetence at the highest echelons of power. We put our trust, our faith, in half-wits. Our intrepid leaders had everything they wanted: power, wealth, prestige. And it made them lazy, America. Oh, yes, and laziness breeds stupidity. Rest assured, I will not make the mistakes of my predecessors. When John Henry Eden builds a country, he builds it to last. America. Henry Eden builds a country, he builds it to last. The American. Reflect upon all I have said, my America. Reflect and wait. For soon, this great nation will be reborn, and the Enclave will be its salvation. Until we meet again, this is President Eden signing off.
You sick? Injured?
And now, one of my inspirational quotes from the mouth of your president, John Henry Eden.
Is it there? Are there
Nations, like individuals, are punished for their transgression.
No need to worry about that. It's got to be around. It's a government building. And I...
This is President Eden, and you're listening to Enclave Radio, the voice of America. Hello again, America the Magnificent. This is President Eden, and I was hoping we could talk. Let's talk about government, shall we? Or more specifically, your government, dear America, the Enclave. Just who is the Enclave? Why, now that's simple. The Enclave is you, America. The Enclave is your sister, your aunt, your friend, your neighbor. And well, yes,
Don't hurt yourself.
as well.
I
As
got
your
my
president,
eye on.
It is my responsibility to preside over our great democracy. So, as your president, I am the voice, I am the heart and soul of the Enclave. That is to say, I am the voice, heart, and soul of America. But only together, together, can we hope to reach our full potential, the way we were before the war, whole, beautiful, powerful. One Enclave, one America, now and forever. Reflect upon all I have said, my America. Reflect and wait. For soon, this great nation will be reborn, and the Enclave will be its salvation. Until we meet again, this is President Eden signing off.
Hold it. This area is under the authority of the Brotherhood of Steel. Leave immediately. You're awfully brave to be walking around down here by yourself. Are you scavenging the ruins? It seems that we have similar goals in mind. It's rare to meet someone who has proper priorities. I am Senior Scribe Yearling, Order of the Word. I have a proposal for you, if you're interested. I find that to be so with many wastelanders. It may involve money, if you choose, or there may be other forms of compensation. But before you receive any reward at all, you will have to be willing to aid me in my task here in this library. If nothing else, I admire your commitment to your chosen focus. But to the point, my task here is to collect the written works of those who came before, in order to supplement the Brotherhood archives. Although most of the pre-war books have been destroyed, there are a few that have survived. But finding a book in the ruins is difficult. So, return here with any pre-war books that you find, and I will reward you for them. With money, because that's what you like.
This generation of Americans has a rendezvous with
You have no such thing. I do not have time for these jokes.
your host, me.
The front desk computer has access to the card catalogs, but it appears that it's lost the connection to the main archives. Here's the password. Now, you might be able to find the central computer further in there, but I'm afraid you'll have to do that without me. I'm a scholar, not a fighter. We have set up this area as a forward operations center for our project. The books we collect can be recorded with the computer systems here. We then ship them, under escort, back to the Citadel for transcribing into the archives there. Steel be with you.
Hey, be more careful. Move along, outsider. Keep moving, Wastelander.
Greetings again, sweet America. This is President John Henry Eden, and I'd like to chat if you've got a moment. It's time we discuss something rather important. The issue at hand is, well, my presidency. The question has been raised, I know, as to just how I came to be elected to this most illustrious office. Or whether or not I had been elected at all. That I must answer, of course. Of course I was elected, sweet America. Isn't the right to vote the very foundation of a democracy? Fortunately, in the interest of national security, I'm not as
Time to tear you apart!
election.
It's go time!
Understand. But rest assured, I am your president. This great nation decided what we should do. I am duly elected. I'm here. Of course, when the time comes, when America will be able to elect a new president.
Give me some help with this.
Carry our collective values into the future. Democracy, dear America. Democracy, now and forever. And now, dearest America, we must say farewell. For there is much work to be done, and the Enclave never rests. Never. Until we meet again, this is your president, John Henry Eden, signing off.
We've got company.
I've got contact. Where? Stand strong, Brotherhood.
And now, one of my inspirations from the mouth of your president, John Henry Eden, straight to your heart. No evil can result from its inhibition more pernicious than its toleration.
This shouldn't take long. Yes! It's killing time! Yeah!
Hey. Good to see you.
All clear. Stand down.
Hey.
You're listening to Enclave Radio. I'm John Henry Eden, President of the Enclave, President of America, President of your heart. Greetings, dearest America. This is your President, John Henry Eden. Let's chat, shall we? I've been thinking quite a bit lately about something we can all relate to. Something that is unquestionably, inescapably American. I am referring, of course, to our great national pastime, baseball. Or so it had been. That's right, America. Before we were devastated by atomic war, each state had its own professional baseball team. Imagine. A perfect, cloudless day. The sun is warm and welcoming. On the horizon, they appear like knights of yore, armed with bats and Then they, the Capitol Congressmen. Their purpose? To make you, dear America, revel in the joys of sport and sunshine.
For me?
If only for an afternoon. Now, ask yourself this. What if the Capitol Congressmen could live again? What if they could compete Put your faith in John Henry Eden, great America, and baseball will live again. Comfort, recreation, healthy competition, all will live again. This country will reflect upon all I have said. Reflect and wait. For soon, great nation will be reborn. Until next time, this is...
Ooh, lovely.
Here, just like a
Time to tear you apart. Yeah, tear him apart. Die.
John Henry Eden, straight to your heart. The government should not be guided by temporary excitement, but by sober second thought. Hello again, America the Magnificent. This is President Eden, and I was hoping we could talk. We live in an age of poverty, greed, violence, destruction. Indeed, the very seat of the federal government, Washington, D.C., has been reduced to what is now known as the Capital Wasteland. The Capital Wasteland.
You've returned. Have you brought me any books?
How did your leaders allow
Books represent the collected knowledge of the world before. Everything from a child's storybook to a detailed technical guide has value. By assembling and recording this knowledge, we scribes can analyze it and use it to further the whatever our elder decides that those...
our faith in half-wits?
Certainly.
Our intrepid leaders had
Of course.
everything they wanted. Power, wealth, prestige. And it made them lazy, America. Oh, yes, and laziness breeds stupidity. Rest assured, I will not make the mistakes of my predecessors. When John Henry Eden builds a country, he builds it to last. The American way. Don't you, my darling America, deserve that? Don't you deserve a future free of war and fear?
Huh. Did you know the human body can survive without the stomach or spleen?
As President of the United States,
Is it there? Or...
you have my solemn pledge that I will never
Really? A whole library's worth of data? Right there? Oh, that's great news. So, what did you find?
And now, dearest America, we must say farewell. For there is
Does it mean that it'll be a guard catalog? You see, because... Oh, never mind. You'd have laughed if you knew the words card catalog. I wonder if there'll be one down there once I tell the world about it. Oh, and here's a book of mine and some caps for your research. Think of it as pay for a civilization worth of overdue books. It does, doesn't it? I mostly just deal with it after it's junked, but a trader gave me this bit of electronics from the Robco factory. If there's a way to reactivate and control the robots there, it'd make for a good example of harnessing the past's technology for the book. Yeah, you should just be able to plug it into the mainframe at the Robco production facility. It'll give you access to the robots and terminals. Okay, here. And be sure to keep an eye peeled for any other examples of how to make old technology work for you out there.
Radio with your host, me, President John Henry Eden. Sweet America, hello again. This is President Eden. I'd like to have a chat. When I was a child, growing up in rural Kentucky, I had the best friend a boy could hope for, my dear old dog, Honey. Oh, the adventures we had. From Nod Creek to Hagenville we roamed.
Fiddle with any interesting
Courageous, irresponsible, and completely inseparable. was, for a little boy, the perfect existence. So, let me ask you, America, how many of your children can say the same? How many of this nation's youth are truly happy, truly carefree? Well, we both know the answer, don't we? None. America's children live in a terrifying, meaningless existence. There is no hope, no happiness. That changes right here, right now. From this moment onward, the children of this great nation are its highest priority. The Enclave will restore every American school, reinstate every youth program, and offer counseling and financial assistance to any family in need. We will match up the destitute, orphan children of the capital wasteland with qualified, eligible adults. We will rebuild the American family as it was meant to be. Values of our past shall be the foundation of our future. Reflect upon all I have said, my America. Reflect and wait.
Don't hurt yourself.
This great nation will be reborn, and the Enclave will be its salvation. Till we meet again, this is President Eden signing off.
Anything suspicious?
Nice to see you again. Are you looking? Thanks.
Be sure to tell the security officer.
Hello again, America. This is John Henry Eden, your president. There are some things we should talk about, if that's all right. It's time we discuss something rather important. The issue at hand is, well, my presidency.
Hey.
The question has been raised, I know, as to just how
Report,
I came
officer.
to be elected.
All quiet, Commander.
I'm tired, Cindy. I'll close up tonight. You go home and get to bed.
Or whether or not I had been elected at all. To that, I must answer, of course. Of course, I was elected. Sweet America. Of course. Isn't the right to vote the very foundation of a democracy? Fortunately, in the interest of national security, I'm not at liberty to discuss the details of the election. You understand? But rest assured, I am your president, because the appropriate people of this great nation decided I should be. I am your duly elected representative. Of course, when the time comes,
Dr. Lee is trying to save lives.
America will be free to elect a new president.
And your constant interruptions are interfering with those efforts. Now please, stand aside.
Carry our collective
I'm sure the good doctor's work with water purification is fascinating. But if you only knew what was at stake, the technology in that android...
So remember, America, the Enclave is working around the clock to return this country to greatness. All you need is a little patience, a little faith. Until we meet again, this is your president, John Henry Eden, signing off. John Henry Eaton. Let's chat, shall we? Did you know there are those amongst us who shatter our
The
hopes
Mirelurks
for
have been
peace,
quiet lately.
order, and security. These radical Why, now that's simple. The Enclave is you. The Enclave is your
Well?
sister, your aunt, your friend, your neighbor. And well, yes, the Enclave is me as well. As your president, it is my responsibility to preside over our great democracy. So, as your president, I am the voice, I am the heart and soul of the Enclave. That is to say, I am the voice, heart, and soul of America. But only together, together, can we hope to reach our full potential, the way we were before the war. Whole, beautiful, powerful. One Enclave.
Так, голубое. Так, вы думаете, Арина думает на медведя, Марк, ты...
Now, dearest America, we must
Come
say,
to
for there is
Megaton.
much work to be done.
Please stand clear of the gate.
Until we meet again, this is your president, John Henry Eaton, signing off. Greetings again, America. This is President John Henry Eaton, and I'd like to chat if you've got a moment. We live in an age of poverty, greed, violence, destruction. Indeed, the very seat of the federal government, Washington, D.C., has been reduced to what is now known as the Capital Wasteland. The Capital Wasteland. How did it come to this, America? How did your leaders allow the most powerful nation on Earth to die? The answer is really quite simple. Incompetence. Incompetence at the highest echelons of power. We put our trust in our Our intrepid leaders had everything they wanted. Power, wealth, prestige. And it made them lazy. Rest assured, I will not make the mistakes of my predecessors. When John Henry Eaton builds a country, he builds it to last. The American way. Don't you, my darling America, deserve that? Don't you deserve a future free of war and fear and terrible uncertainty? Of course. As President of the United States, you have my solemn pledge that I will never rest. Never rest. You have a place you truly call home. Reflect upon all I have said, my America. Reflect and wait. For soon, this great nation will be reborn, and the Enclave will be its salvation. Till next time, this is your president, John Henry Eden, signing off. Sweet America, hello again. This is President Eden. I'd like to have a chat. When I was a child, growing up in rural Kentucky, I had the best friend a boy could hope for. My dear old dog, Honey. Oh, the adventures we and completely inseparable. Was, for a little boy, the perfect existence. So, let me ask you, America, how many of your children can say the same? How many of this nation's youth are truly happy, truly carefree? Well, we both know the answer, don't we? none. America's children live in a terrifying, meaningless existence. There is no hope, no happiness. That changes right here, right now. From this moment onward, the children of this great nation are its highest priority. The Enclave will restore every American school, reinstate every youth program, and offer counseling and financial assistance to any family in need. We will match up the destiny of all the children of the capital wasteland with qualified, eligible adults. We will rebuild the American family as it was meant to be. Values of our past shall be the foundation of our future. Reflect upon all I have said, my America. Reflect and wait. For soon, this great nation will be reborn, and the Enclave will be its salvation. Till next time, this is President Eden, signing off. This is John Henry Eden, your president. There are some things we should talk about. That's all right. I've been thinking quite a bit lately about something we can all relate to. Something that is unquestionably, inescapably American. I am referring, of course, to our great national pastime, baseball. Or so it had been. That's right, America. Before we were devastated by atomic war, each state had its own professional baseball team.